Hello guys, this is Vibha from Grass and Sprout, and today we are going to discuss the how to take care of the plants after buying the rose plant from nursery or online. The last episode was about how to select the plant. If you have missed that episode, please go and watch it. Now, I am supposing if you have followed last episode, you might have bought the uh, you know a fresh plant, a healthy plant from the nursery. But the viewers who have missed the episode or they have already purchased the rose plant, don't worry, you can start from the step one, and rest of the viewers can start from step two. So I'm going to tell 4 to 5 important steps which needs to be taken care after buying it from the nursery. So number one, which you have to keep in mind, is that please do not repot immediately after buying it from the nursery. At least keep it for 5 to 6 days. I would recommend 1 week. But then, if you have any other challenge and you cannot wait till that time, so at least 3 to 4 days you should keep it aside. I understand the excitement. I also come from the same mindset when I was a new plant lover, a new plant parent. That time I used to, repot it and in a beautiful pot and then start waiting for the bloom. So, guys, hold on your excitement because rose are sensitive. And not only for rose, I would recommend for almost all the plants. Whenever you buy it from the newly purchased plant, do not repot immediately. So what you have to do, once you have got the plant, if suppose you have just bought it and you have not taken care all those 5 steps which was discussed in the previous episode, then you might want to rule out any kind of infection, any kind of damage in the plant. Like there should not be any. I'm not going to repeat. You can go and check out for my previous episode how to check the plant. Suppose you have found some infection, then please immediately treat it by neem oil solution. Like what? How to do that? In 1 ml of neem oil, add 2 to 3 drops or 3 to 4 drops of any soap, any shampoo or detergent or any dishwasher soap. 4 drops add in that, and in 1 ml of water, in 1 liter of water, add these two, thoroughly mix it and spray on your plant, your leaves, your stem, and keep that plant in a quarantine way so that it should not infect the other plants. And then before keeping it aside, follow other steps which I'm going to talk about now. And if you are seeing any kind of stem damage or any leaves damage, that also you can remove. Now, once this step is done, second most important thing is that you will get your plant in either pot or in a small pot or any kind of poly bag. Just loosen the soil, but do not harm the root. What happens in this way? This plant will get some air, breathing space. Um, you have to just remove, do it nicely for 1 to 2 inch. Do not go deeper inside because it will affect the root. We don't do not want to disturb the root of this plant. Now third thing is that you have to provide a nice refreshment for this plant. See, whenever plant is changed from the location or it has come from new environment and it is in the new surrounding, it is already in stress, it is already in depression. So Epsom salt and hydrogen peroxide solution will be the best method to treat them in the first day of your plant. This is how hydrogen peroxide will be seen. You can purchase it from any medical shop. It is available hardly in 20 to 30 rupees, 20 ml or 100 ml. This is 100 ml bottle. I got it in 30 rupees, I remember. So that you can always keep it in your home because it is a very good, if you have a root rot, if your plant is having any infection in the root, that time this solution is very, very helpful. And once if you have found some infection in your plant, that time also anyways you are going to follow the second step, then that will treat your soil as well. And second thing is Epsom salt. So it will be looking like this, guys. This. So how you will make the solution for the plant? Take 1 liter of water. In that you can add 1 ml. just 1 ml of hydrogen peroxide and 1 spoon of Epsom salt. Mix it well and give it on in the soil. So that way it will help the plant to recover from any kind of stress, any kind of disease, any kind of infection, and it will boost the plant. It will help the plant to recover very fast. So this is the step which you have to follow. Now coming to next step, where you should be doing some soft pruning. I know this is very painful step I'm going to tell, but you have to follow. This plant when I bought, it was like this. Okay, so stem will be very weak. So your intention should be making the stem strong. Unless and until the stem is strong, the shoot is strong, it will not give you the flower which you are expecting. Okay, so whatever uh, birds, whatever flowers in the plant is there, you have to softly prune it. If you are using any kind of instrument, please clean it with your alcohol or by hand sanitizer. Just desanitize it and then you use this on your plant. So just make your heart little hard here, because this is very important for the long term growth. You can see this plant, how strong the shoot has become. If shoot is strong, it will give multiple branches. See, it keep on coming. So this pruning is very important. Look at this plant. It was a very small plant till here. Within 4 months, it has become this. The only thing is that I was not greedy for the flower in the initial months. For first 2 months, I kept on removing the buds, kept on removing the flower, and then I was able to make the shoot branches very strong. So follow the steps, guys. It is going to help your plant. My plant, this plant was very, thin. I showed you, right? Now you can see the branches, and now it is multiple branches are coming from here. So when you are pruning, soft pruning, you have to remove your dry plant leaves, any damaged leaves like this kind of leaves are there, right? You don't have to do hard pruning, guys. Just remove the damaged part. If any burn leaves are there, that also you have to remove. Okay, so do not remove everything, do not do hard pruning, just the soft pruning. Remove your flowers, remove your buds from this plant, and now you have to keep this plant into the container where you want to repot it after 7 to 8 days. Sorry, one after 1 week when you are going to plant. Suppose I'm going to plant this into this pot. So what I will do with this pot only, I will keep inside in this container, and I will keep it under shade where you will have air. I'm not going to keep it inside the house, inside the room, but you have to keep under shade where direct sunlight is not reaching to the plant. Let it sit for at least 1 week or 2 to 3 days. But between that, keep checking if soil is dried out, because you have given water first day. After that also it will be needed, right? If it is dried out, give another round of water. Now this time you can give plain water. After 7 days we will repot it. So for now, guys, I just wanted to let you know that this step is very important to follow if you really want a healthy bloom, multiple bloom in your plant, and healthy shoots and roots. So if you have any question, guys, please do write in the comment section box, and I will try to answer. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye. See you in the next episode.